right. Well. We are back. It is Original Art Hour, the show where we sit down with other original art collectors, share some art from our collections, tell some stories, and talk about the art side of the comic book collecting hobby that we love so much. If you enjoy watching this show, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss the next episode of Original Art Hour. Thank you so much for supporting this show for 13, 14, however many episodes we did during season 1. And welcome to the season 2 kickoff show here. I figured why not throw an invite out to all the people that came on the show during season 1 and do a little bit of a Original Art Hour party, if you will. So that's what I did, and we're going to have people who you've seen on the show before join me here live on the show for the first episode of Season 2 of Original Art Hour tonight. And the first 3 I have here waiting in the line in the back are D-Run Comics. George, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Hey, guys. Sorry it wasn't someone cooler than me.
Well, here's someone a lot cooler than you, and I think we both agree on that. TJ, Slab Dragon Watson, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you.
What was that?
I was going to say, sorry, I'm not someone as cool as D-Runk, but
you guys are so modest. All right, well, look, okay, this next person is pretty cool. We got comic book royalty here on the channel. Simon Comics, my friend, what's going on, brother? Thanks for being on the show again. I appreciate you. How you doing?
I'm good. Happy to do it.
Thanks, brother. All right, so I'm gonna go right into the chat here. We are gonna have probably more guests popping in and out during the show, but first, as always, we're gonna say hello to the people we have in the chat here. JP's Budget Collecting has been here since like 6 o'clock, waiting and trolling me in the chat. Magic Lasso is in the house. He's excited to see the show return. Who else is in here? Oh, okay. StreamYard just like really loaded a bunch of comments over here. Let's see. Tricky Trapster is in here. Let's see. Funk Comics 814. Geeks. Good to see you guys. Simon's also in the chat. Yes. Conquistador's Hobby. Thank you for stopping in. Who else is in here? Seawood. What's up, Seawood? Carson, good to see you, man. Scrolling down. Graphic Man is here in the house. And I think that is it for now. And thank you guys here for joining us. So let's kick off the show by just asking a general question for the chat or the audience out there. Like, do you want to see, like, I have a lot of new art here that I'm going to show, but there are going to be guests, I think, popping in and out. So I don't know if we want to do like, you know, an alternating style for this show like usual, since we have more guests, or maybe I get out some of the new art out of the way up front, whatever. I don't know. That's probably going to take too long for the chat to decide. But I do want to say that I don't know if anybody caught my show yesterday I did on the channel. I did a quick show about some art prints, some of which I got from Simon Comics, who is here with us right now, which is awesome. And then some other ones that I got from an artist named Rasta Wen in Singapore. But in between showing those 2 hauls, I told a story about a piece of art that I thought that the USPS either completely lost, accidentally handed off to the wrong person. The tracking number said that, you know, somebody picked up this package at the post office when I didn't actually go to the post office that day at all. So I was in a bit of a freak out situation, but long story short, the artwork made its way to me and I have the artwork in hand. So I am going to share that piece here momentarily, but I want to let you guys show something first. If you guys have anything prepared to show, I don't know. Does anyone want to volunteer to show a piece?
I can show a piece.
Yeah, okay, let's go, TJ.
This is my latest piece I got. It's from Avengers of Vampirella number 19.
Ooh.
Sorry. Yeah. And I have no idea who the artist is, but I liked it.
Is that like from like a current run? Is it?
Yeah, from the current.
Yeah.
Run.
Awesome, dude.
It's definitely a nice piece.
Yeah, it's a huge like what is that? Like, it's like half splash, I guess. It's like a little bit larger than a half splash.
Yeah, it's really nice. I really liked it. I fell in love with it when I saw it.
Nice. Awesome. All right, I will put us back out full screen here. I think I saw somebody else join here in the background. Let me confirm. Yes, Gorilla Todd is in the house. What's up, man?
What's up,
Good to see you, man? Dude, thanks for joining. My third guest on the show ever.
Absolutely.
Dude, you know what? At the time, I think I had only done an episode with Jay Hood and Spidey Fan, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to do more episodes. But you took the plunge with me, and I appreciate it.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. Always happy to support, a buddy, a fellow YouTuber, and help the community grow
Thanks,
in
brother.
any way, shape, or form.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Hello to D-Ron, Kid Slapdragon, comics too.
Dude, you've been all over the YouTube scene, since then. You're killing it, man. You're like selling a lot of comics and stuff. It's great.
The last 2 months have been an utter whirlwind. It happened so by accident, and it's funny. You had said remember when I first got on? I don't have this open. That's not me. I hear feedback.
Yeah, I'm hearing a little feedback also. I don't know if it's me or if it's anyway, keep talking. You're good.
You had said this is Gorilla Todd's return to YouTube, because you remember way back when a couple years ago I did a few videos.
Yeah.
But basically, a friend of mine. I don't know if you know my comic friend of mine.
Yeah, Kirk. Yep.
He gave me the kind of recommendation to say, hey, Metaphorical needs some people to sell some books on his auction, and Mindship knew I sold some books from time to time. So basically, I did the first auction June 1st, and I've been doing them consistently since then, and it's gone pretty crazy. I mean, last night we had an auction, and I want to say we had over 70 people at one point.
Damn, nice, dude.
And I'm just, it's been growing even I'm up about 100 subs since June 1st. I mean, I'm at 3 something. It's nothing crazy, but I'm not really chasing subs a specific number. I'm just happy to see growth.
Look, let's not talk about subscriber counts. That's another show.
Yeah.
But if you're not subbed up to Gorilla Todd, sub him up. I highly recommend Gorilla Todd. Follow him. He's worth it. So
I'm not that guy who's always da 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 da.
I hear you, man.
And it's so cool because I'm selling a lot of lots, 12 books, $12 of a run. Books, I'm just happy to move on to somebody else who wants them, because I've had them for years, and I don't need to have 150, 200 boxes of books anymore. And
I live in New York. I know what you're talking about.
It's just being able to give that stuff, send it out to people who really want it, and just get a few bucks back and be able to turn that into something I want or whatever. It's cool, man. And just the people I've met and the connections. It's really, honestly, the people. The best part is the people and the friends I've made, and
for sure,
and the connections. It's really cool, because I'm meeting a lot, and the cool thing is I'm meeting a lot of collectors that are saying, "Oh, I'm new. I just started collecting," and I'll tell them, "Hey, come hang out at the auction. Nobody's going to pressure you to buy anything, but chat it up with the chat. You'll see some cool books. You're going to probably
sure, man.
Stuff.
Yeah, I watch auctions on the TV all the time just for pure entertainment. It's fun. All right, dude, we got another guest here. Mike the Collector just showed up. What's going on, Mike? Speaking of another guy all over the place, all over the scene lately, since being on my show. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Yeah, man. Just hanging out, man. I wasn't going to miss this, man. It's literally my favorite YouTube show, I guess.
That's sweet, dude.
The auctions are fun and everything, but nothing beats original art, man. Nothing.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I wasn't expecting to get teary-eyed here on this show, but
Come on.
I appreciate it, dude. All right. Well, look, I won't beat around the bush. You guys want to see that art piece that almost got lost completely and made its way back to me, and it's finally in my possession. I want to start.
Maybe some other time.
No, yeah, maybe next time.
I'm a little busy. I gotta,
When season 3 kicks off, then we'll look at it.
Right. Definitely full squad tonight. Hopefully, some more guests also joining us later on. But yeah, I'm definitely happy with the people that are here right now. Definitely great channels, great people, great friends. So I couldn't be more thrilled with this support. Just bear with me. I'm taking this out. All right. Should I go full screen? Probably. All right. So this is the piece of art that for a hot second I thought was lost for good, but miraculously made its way back to me. How do I go full screen? Or maybe I do this. Do that? Yeah. All right. So it is a double-page spread from Spider-Man X Factor #1 from the 90s miniseries. Should I go full screen? Yeah.
Yeah, get us out of there.
Yeah, man. Give it its full glory.
There we go.
So I will.
Holy hell, dude.
Beautiful.
So
Who
yeah.
did that?
And so this is a Pat Broderick piece. As you can see, you got Spider-Man swinging action in that one. Like he's a lot smaller on that panel, but then you also have it, bigger Spider-Man. Like look at that Spider-Man. Look at that panel.
Yeah.
Why is his
You got another
ass
Spidey
shining?
right. He's doing his best McFarlane right here, basically.
That is awesome.
And then obviously
You
you
have to work
got that one right there. So yeah, this is definitely a piece I got to frame and display, obviously. And I'm glad it's not lost. I'd much rather have the piece than the money back. So, I mean, you guys know me. I'd much rather have the art.
Definitely.
So,
Do you have the book it's from yet, or are you still
I do
trying
have
to
the
get
book.
it?
I do have the book it's from. Yeah. I didn't bring it out. I forgot to bring it out. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that's the piece that caused a lot of drama for me. But luckily, I got it. So.
Boom, baby.
All right. So I haven't even been able to see the chat this whole time. Yeah, everybody in the chat seems to dig that one. Appreciate that. Bakes says that's a solid looking foot right there. Sign of a true artist. Little subtle Rob Liefeld dig there a little bit. All right, you guys have anything you want to show? Let me.
I'm sharing I have a shared
Oh,
screen.
you have a shared
thing.
screen thing. Okay, cool. Should we do full screen on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is a new sketch I had done by Dominic Levert.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's pretty cool.
yeah, he
A mashup.
yep, I wanted Superman versus
Oh yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Silver Surfer. And if you compare it to the original cover, he copied the hell out of the background and all the little purple spots, and
Yeah.
he absolutely killed it. And I always thank Kavi for that, because he turned
It's
me
true.
on to that artist. And
I turned like half the community onto this artist. Like
Yeah.
I lost track of how many people have commissioned this guy now.
I've gotten
So-
2 from him now. 84 got a really good one. Geeks, Drinks, and Comics just got a really good one.
That Silver Surfer Nas homage,
Yeah.
right? That was sick.
Yeah. And speaking of geeks, that's someone you should try and get on your show.
Spoiler alert, he's already scheduled
Boom.
for I think episode 3 or 4 of this season, something like that. So,
Yeah, man. He'll be a good guest.
Awesome, dude. So how do I get rid of your screen thing? Not that the artwork isn't.
No,
is
it's
bad.
part of the
great.
show forever now.
Oh, sorry, TJ. He said his internet went out. What's up, Scott Evans? JB's in the house. I think Tricky Trapster has been here. And Tricky Trapster, another spoiler alert, is going to be on the show.
Nice.
Let's see. Who else is in here? Bub's Comics is in here. What's up, Bub's Comics? Good to see you. Another previous guest on this program. Mr. Gretzky 9966. Unruly, you have just missed the reveal of the piece that I almost got lost / stolen. And a sketch cover from D-Runk and a Vampirella page, I think, from TJ, and then his internet went out. So that's the quick version of the update. Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson, he's new in the community. Nice to meet all of you. Good one, brother. Thanks for being here, brother. Rob Boswell, what's up, Rob? I like that icon, by the way, that channel icon. Lately, I've noticed that when I watch the playback on YouTube, the channel icons aren't there on StreamYard. Has anybody else noticed this?
No.
No? Weird.
I try not to watch anything I'm in.
I really try not to watch my own content either. I hear what you're saying, but I still have to go to the link to put it in the right playlist or wherever on my channel. I notice things like that. But what are you gonna do? James, what's going on? Thanks, man. Appreciate that comment. Yes, Unruly, I did get it. Lots of drama. I'll tell you the long version of the story off YouTube. So, yep. So, anybody else got any art? Any new pickups, Mike? Art-wise?
Yeah.
You want to show us something?
Of course. Once you're on the show, it kind of lights a fire under your ass to get some more OA. Unfortunately, from last time, I'm still waiting on Al Garza. He basically
the commission.
Commission, yeah. He ghosted me for 2 months. He wouldn't even respond to me, and he just finally responded last week. The Joe Benitez guy that I commissioned in Brazil, both pieces are done, but he's having problems shipping them out of Brazil. I was like, just hold on to them. I'd rather them be there and safe.
I have 2 commissions in the works right now from artists in Singapore. So 2 different artists, both from Singapore, and I'm worried. One of them was already sent along with a few other pieces. The other one is supposed to be done by the end of next month, I think. It's Zu Orzu. She does the cover. She does the cover artwork for the DC series cover. The one where David Mack does the interiors. She does the covers.
Oh, all right. I know what you're talking about.
So I have a commission from her and a commission from Rochester Lynn, who we've talked about before, and I've shown artwork from before. But they're both in Singapore. I'm a little worried about that, frankly, because
I have picked up 3 pieces though. I made a trade with an Instagrammer for a slab, and this is a Ji Hyung Lee Rogue.
Oh,
dude, I love that, man.
Oh, nice.
That's beautiful.
It just cost me a slab.
So you did a trade?
Yeah. So now I don't have to worry about a waiting list for Ji Hyung Lee, or since cons aren't around. And then the last 2 pieces I picked up, Drew Edward Johnson. Has anybody ever heard of him?
I don't think so, but I'd probably, once I look it up, I'd probably be like, oh, I've seen it.
He's done work for DC on Wonder Woman and stuff like that, but he does these ballpoint pen sketches.
Oh,
and
damn.
This one is Mystique. And this only ran me $50.
Oh wow,
that's a great.
Yeah, I originally went in for this one.
That come with the frame too, or did you frame it?
No. I framed these.
Those are cool frames.
But
I'm gonna have to sidebar with you about a cheaper, affordable framing solution.
Walmart.
Because honestly, I can't afford to keep custom framing.
Yeah, stuff. Man, these are $10 Walmart frames.
Word. And I have these comic art frames, but there's something about that acrylic that has a weird reflection or whatever that I don't like. So
yeah. But yeah, this is all ballpoint pen, white gel pen, and then like the red marker.
That's a sick magic, dude. Yeah.
100,
What's up, Sam?
$100. $100, man.
Dude, that's dope.
But yeah, I forgot. Oh, and I also got put on Kale. His last name is NGU. I don't know how to pronounce it. Do you know who I mean?
NGYUEN or
No, just NGU. He did.
I think I've heard of him.
He did that Spawn cover for the Singapore convention. It was limited to like 250 copies.
Wow, more Singapore references. Yeah. How many can we squeeze in one show? That's awesome.
But his waiting list is approximately 12 months.
Okay, Scott Evans has it covered.
That's it.
There it is. There it is.
That's
Thanks,
the
Scott.
guy.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Well, I hope some of those commissions close up for you pretty soon.
Oh my! I'm telling you, man. Well, the two in Brazil are done. I've seen them. He just doesn't feel comfortable shipping them right now.
I think they're almost better off waiting because stuff is just getting hung up.
Dude, I have.
I told him. I said if I see him posting other stuff, like hold on to him because if he posts other stuff, I'm interested in. I'll just add it to the pile.
I think I got I got two other commissions from an artist in the United States where I haven't gotten an update in about 3.5 to 4 months. So,
dude, Al Garza is driving me nuts, dude. I'm telling you. He was like, just hit me up once a week to, remind me, keep me on it. And then he just ghosts, like, gone. He doesn't answer anything.
It's frustrating.
It is frustrating.
I've had Stephen Butler stringing me along for quite some time.
Really? He's still working on that?
Yeah, so he has given me, he was going to have it done at the end of May, and then he was going to have it done at the beginning or the middle of June, and then he was going to have it done last week. He still hasn't started on it yet. And I've just got to the point where, like, eventually my pride gets a little hurt, like.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
I want the piece, but like, I want to be treated, with respect. Just tell me it'll be another 3 months. Like, I'll leave you alone. But
right.
You keep
sometimes just knowing when the next time to follow up is appropriate.
Yeah,
exactly.
Nice. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna honestly
like I don't want to pester him and then get something half-assed. Just shut me up. You know what I mean? Like he already took the payment.
Yeah.
I've had experience where I paid for art, and I'll send an email over the couple emails over the course of 12 months and don't get answered. And like after a couple of years, finally, you're like you corner them, and that's what you have to do to get your piece. And it feels awful because it's not what I want to do. I don't want to have to pay you and then have to chase you for what I paid for.
Yeah.
So I have some negative feelings about that, and I don't like I like the you gotta do art, you're gonna do a
Tricky Trapster is both a collector and an artist, so like he understands the game.
They're honestly not all like that.
They're not. And like this is not the topic of the whole show, but like full disclosure is like I've never had an artist completely blow me off on a piece where I lost my investment yet. That hasn't happened to me yet. I am now approaching commissions that are in the 4 month plus with little information.
Oh yeah, I'm in that.
Portion of things, and that's around the time frame when I start getting like a little annoyed, I guess. Yeah, a little bit. But what are you gonna do? What about you?
I've commissioned like a dozen pieces, and this is the first time it's happened. So
right. So it's not the norm. It's definitely
not at all.
Yeah,
not
definitely. I've had awesome experiences, and I love art. And I'm gonna keep collecting, and nothing's gonna stop me from that.
Right.
It's just And then, like I said, I'm not trying to name names and be a fling negativity, but I've had some great experiences and gotten some great pieces.
I'll throw a name. I don't give a shit. I hope he watches this. Al.
Hey,
DGAF, Mike the Collector.
but
Yeah.
this is the original art hour. You're talking
Let's see
about
some art.
well, you're talking about collecting art,
Yeah.
and when you're dealing with commissions, you're going to get a lot of good experience, and eventually you might get a bad one. Like that is part of it. So
Yes.
don't be discouraged from it. But because most of the situations are good.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll wait until I see the final piece to pass my final judgment.
What's Gorilla Todd busting out on us?
Yeah, I was going to say, Todd, you got anything you want to show, buddy?
Yeah, I'll show some stuff. You know what? I got this other camera set up that'll be better. Like, watch.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Do you want us to come back to you? I got to show something.
You're fine. You're fine.
Simon, do you got anything to show, or
Well,
Jessica?
I mean, really, the only thing would be the posters. It's not original art, but
Oh yeah, feel free to show those, dude. I mean, I showed them yesterday on my channel.
yeah. So I'm,
You know.
most people have probably seen them, but
Probably. But feel free to show them again, dude. We got more people here in the chat.
yeah, I'll tell a quick story. So
Sure.
I don't think everybody knows, but my name is actually Jesse Simon, and I'm Joe Simon's grandson. So
Yeah, dude. Like Jesse's comic book royalty, man, and he's a community member, dude. He's freaking awesome.
yeah, the co-creator of Captain America. So what I was doing is, a lot of people know Jack Kirby, a lot of good people know Joe Simon and stuff like that, but I felt that the Simon and Kirby work has really
What's up, Spidey Fan?
underappreciated compared to some of the other works. And so, that happens with time. So what I recently have done was released a limited edition set of some of what I think are the cooler Simon and Kirby images. And so this was series 1. They sold out within like 3 days. So I will be having a series 2 with more images, but I just wanted to show these off. So we have Speed Comics number 17. Now this was signed John Henry, and this was Harvey Comics 1942. Yeah,
Right.
1942. So this was signed John Henry, which was a pen name used by mainly Joe, but it was actually Joe and Jack on this particular cover. And Joe liked the name John so much that he named his first son John, and Henry was his own middle name. So there you go. That's John Henry. And so it's it's Captain Freedom from Harvey Comics, kind of similar to Captain America. And the people over here, they're very similar to Captain America Comics number 10's cover. The goons on there. So that probably indicates that the two covers were done at similar times. They released within a few months of each other. Also have Boy Explorers number 1. And so the reason why Joe and Jack did the Boy Explorers was, they had done the Boy Commandos at DC. So this was 1946, a few years after they had left about a year after they left the Boy Commandos. This was when they came back after the war. And so comics back then, they were really targeted towards kids. And the kids just really liked just like kind of, I don't want to say gangs, but like a group of superheroes or just kids, everyday kids together. So they did Boy Commandos, which was very good during the war. It outsold Superman and Batman at times. And so they decided to keep going with that. And they did Boy Explorers issues 1 and 2, which it wasn't as successful as Boy Commandos 1 and the series itself. But, times were changing. But this is a splash page that I really like. And so, yeah.
Awesome, dude.
And there's 3 more. Stuntman number 1 from 1946, same thing, Harvey. And this goes back to Joe's boxing days, because Joe used to be a reporter for newspapers before he got into comics. And he used to draw the boxers and after the fights, and they would report on that. So that was something that he did that not many people know about. And another Simon and Kirby favorite of both Joe and Jack was Boys Ranch. Again, you got the group of kids, which was always a recurring theme in comics, especially up to then. This is 1950 at Harvey. And this was one of Joe and Jack's favorite series that they ever did. Too bad it didn't sell better. They really put a lot of effort into it. They put a lot of love and detail. And the sales weren't terrible, but they just weren't anything special, I guess you could say. And so, but it's still classic artwork. You know, I know there is a group of fans that do like the cowboys and westerns. And the last one is a cover from 1940 from Prize Comics.
I
And
love that one. That one's awesome, dude.
yeah, this one is definitely an underrated cover. I think it's great. You know, you got the Nazi plane in the background and you have the black owl coming at you. And it's just a good pose. You know, it's pretty classic. And it's just very patriotic, which was that time in 1940. Well, actually, they weren't in the war yet, but they soon would be. So it's just, I don't know, it's just nice. So, but this was Series 1. It's sold out. Series 2 will be coming. Series 2 will have, these are all 11 by 17 on, you know, thick paper, cover stock, I think it's called. And so they're signed limited edition. And just to let you guys know, Series 2 has Captain America Comics #1 cover, Captain America Comics #3 splash page with the Red Skull, and USA Comics #1 by Simon and Kirby, and Stuntman #3 cover, which was never published, so that's a really, you know, exclusive, and Champ Comics #20, so another Harvey classic.
Dude, that's awesome. When does that drop again? What date?
So that will be, I'm estimating for the second week of August. I might premiere it at the first week of August, but I think I'm doing the second week.
So if you guys are interested, if you guys think that was cool, and I did, I bought one for myself and one for Alex the Comic Order. I think they're super cool. Make sure to follow Simon Comics on his Instagram, because that's where you'll release the news, right?
Yeah. You guys can message me now if you guys are interested.
Cool.
I'm doing pre-orders, and like I said, the first series sold out in 3 days. So
awesome, dude. Spidey Fan, welcome.
My mind is blown right now.
Right? Yeah, dude. Dude, he's related to one of the greats, man.
Well, if anyone has any questions, I'm always more than happy to answer anything. If you guys have any questions about, you know, Joe himself or the partnership, Simon and Kirby, or just Jack too, I'm always happy to answer questions.
Awesome, brother. It's awesome.
Cool.
Yo, Spidey Fan, brother. Thanks for being here, man. Sorry we had like a little sneak intro there for you. How you doing?
Oh, no worries, man. Yeah, sorry, I had some family stuff, so it took me a little bit.
Thanks for being on. Like, we got more people here showing up. We got BUB'S Comics here in the house, like waiting patiently for 10 minutes. Like, was like, I could see that like frustration in his eyes that he wasn't on the show yet. But what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Good to have you. Thank you. Thanks for
Good to
having
have me, right? Exactly.
Yeah,
You're
good
the
to
host
have
of the show. And we got, look, the first ever guest. there he is with his dragon. The first ever guest of this show, Mr. J Hood Creative, is in the house also, man.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Dude, thanks for being here, man. This show would have never happened had it not been for me and J Hood. I don't remember exactly when, maybe over the holidays, or maybe it was like over Thanksgiving last year. We were talking about doing some art thingy, or whatever, and then we finally did it.
And I kind of chased you down on it.
Yeah. What's up, Carlito? Classico is in the house. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. So any of you guys been picking up any new art? Bub, J Hood, Spidey Fan? Anything you guys want to share?
I haven't bought anything new, but I did stumble across some cool stuff I think would be appropriate to show in my box of stuff that I just can't part with.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Back in the day, the first one's dated 1990. So when you'd go to a convention, you'd see an art dealer, and they'd have these little pamphlets, and I think I got on the mailing list for these. So attached to the front is actually a photograph of a painting. It's a Joe Jusko Punisher painting.
Nice.
And so this was a catalog for original art. The dealer obviously was Graphic Collectibles. I have not stayed in touch with or in tune with the original art, seen enough to know if they're still an active dealer or not. But so this is their catalog from September of 1990, and I've got several other copies here. I always took the photographs off and pasted them in my sketchbook. But would anyone want to hazard a guess what a John Buscema Thor cover would have cost back in 1990?
$2,000.
$150.
Dead on.
I win.
Wow, dude.
What?
Don't make me depressed.
So this would have been the dealer that I would have bought that Dennis Cohn and Bill Sienkiewicz page for. And if memory serves, I paid like $35 for that page.
Dear God.
But okay, so throw out a name. Give me an artist name, and I'll look up some pages.
Norm Brayfogle.
Or
is that before his time?
He's not in here, but go bigger. How about
Ramita?
Wally Wood.
Wally Wood should be in here. Let's see.
What year was this, Jay-Hood?
This is 1990.
Wow. Prices were a lot better back then.
Might be in one of the other ones, but he's not in here. But there is. How about Bill Everett?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so a Tales to Astonish page, which would have been from issue 83, 80, or 87, 91, or 88. We just have a handful of pages, range from $100 to $200.
What up, Downey?
Is there any Ramita or Kirby in there?
Ramita, yeah, I'm curious about Ramita and Kirby for sure.
There's no Kirby in this one, but I bookmarked it in another one where I did see some Kirby. Let me see if Ramita's in here.
Joker68 just said, my brother bought 3 Todd McFarlane Spider-Man pages, I think in 89 or 90. Sold them to buy his condo.
Wow.
Nice.
Jesus.
Nice.
Okay, so
only paid $50 for each. Holy hell!
Jesus.
So a John Romita Spider-Man page probably would have been a splash page for Spider-Man 87, page 1. $50.
Oh my God!
I think I see Jim Lee.
Yeah,
I'm only looking at the Jim Lee.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Look at that, Rob Liefeld.
$450 for the X-Men 236 cover.
Hey, you know what that is? Yeah, I didn't know Wolverine was on that cover. Was he?
He wasn't. I don't know if that's a recreation or.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I recognize Mandarin and Psylocke, but not the Wolverine. That's awesome.
And Rob Liefeld, I saw it was negative $20.
No, the pages are still
They'll pay you to
60.
take him.
So a Kirby page.
You run with the zinger. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a Kirby page from Fantastic Four, number 27, page 21. They don't show the image, but $225.
How much was that Jim Lee cover? Sorry.
$450, dude.
$450?
Yeah.
Wow.
This just makes me want to invent a time machine real bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, so do the comic book prices. You know, like,
Yeah,
I would have loved
yeah.
to have grabbed an Amazing Fantasy 15 for a few $100s in the 80s. You know, or whatever it was.
They're still valid. We're going to send in a money order, along with an order form from that book. And we're going to get some art, y'all.
Yeah, you might eventually get your art back, like I did. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a Wally Wood page from Thunder Agents number 11. Was $200.
Cash money, y'all.
Wow.
There. Focus.
Yeah, you can kind of see it there. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Oh, I had it.
Well,
$200 for a Wally Wood Thunder Agent page.
any of you guys have art that
unreal.
you spent a lot of money on that you could show to switch us back to the current century?
Like I said,
I got
$100.
about a year ago for free.
All right, well that works too, bud.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So
You guys getting stuff for $50 and free. Love it.
yeah, since there's no San Diego Comic-Con this year, this was about 1 year ago when I had a chance to go to SDCC last year, and Jeff Smith, who's the creator of Bones,
Oh yeah.
he was at the show, and well, normally he was just doing signatures for free. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right angle there.
Yeah.
But I asked him if he had time to do a little sketch of Phony Bone as Spider-Man, and so he went up and did this.
Dude,
Very cool.
that's a really neat idea that you came up
Yeah.
with. It's really cool.
And fortunately, he was really cool about it. He was even okay with me videotaping the whole thing, so I still have it on my phone. That's pretty cool.
Dude, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that, but pretty sweet. Pretty damn sweet. What about you, Bub? You been picking up any art? Audio. You're on mute. Lots of audio issues lately for Bub, man.
2 new pieces since the last time I was on the show.
Oh,
that time
wow.
It was me. I muted it myself.
All right, you're up.
I was just messing around last night when I was muting it and messing.
Dude, I love having all you guys back so I can see these new art pickups. This is amazing for me, just for me as a fan of watching my own show.
Yeah, I know it's fun to replay it.
Yeah, exactly.
This
is the only show I replay because I have to go back and see what artists you guys are talking about, and I have to look into those artists. So I have to rewatch these.
This one will be impossible because it's an unknown artist. Somebody walked into my LCS and dumped a bunch of original art on them, sold it to them for a couple of bucks a piece.
I think I saw a video you did on this.
Yep.
You showed the LCS too, which was cool.
Yeah, I showed off the LCS. So this is a Joker sketch.
Ooh, nice, dude.
That's him.
Animated series style. Yeah.
What do you mean unknown artist? That's Bruce Timm.
Yeah, but it's not. Whatever this is. And I've never had a piece of art on this type of board either. So it's like like a plaster board or something. I don't know. It is an art board because it actually was still in the wrapper that the board came in. Some kind of art board, but it's pretty hard. So I don't think it would frame well because it would kind of, warp inside.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll set it under a bunch of books for a while. So I got that. And I love seeing whenever I pick up original art, I'm not a huge Prince guy, not Purple Rain Prince, but
right.
Prince.
Neither am I. I only have a few.
Yeah, I only have very few. I have a few posters, which I don't count as a print. Like my Foom, I have a complete Foom poster run, but I don't really like prints.
Those are cool posters. Those are definitely cool posters to have. Foom.
Oh yeah, I've got the whole run plus the original membership poster, and I've got it signed by Steranko. And he said he had only signed 2 of those to his recollection, and he was trying to sell one for like $500. But what I like about the original art on this is that you can see the pencil lines that he changed. So you can see his original
you can see it.
lines and the fade of that kind of stuff. You don't get that in a print. Like anytime you get a print, it's always perfect. When you get the original art, you see all the little mistakes.
Yeah, there's something especially nerdy when you get excited seeing erased pencil markings, and you're like, oh, that's like freaking cool as hell. And like somebody who's not into it thinks you're freaking insane, But I get a kick out of seeing those erased pencils, man, because it's just cool, man.
This one was pretty much free.
I
got this with eBay bucks after my last quarter of spending. So this is a Michael Lopez original.
Ooh.
And it's Catwoman.
Shiny.
I love illustrations on that kind of paper.
Man, it's amazing.
I love it, dude. I have a
idea.
Batwoman on a very similar paper, color and stock to that. It always makes the art pop, dude. I love it.
So Michael Lopez, he did some comic covers as well, and he's pretty much a good girl artist, and that's just fantastic. And what's funny is that he's more known for his front side drawings and his backside drawings, but that is quite something. There you go, Rob. But I wanted to show you something also. So I love this type of paper, as you mentioned. It really picks pencils well and inks. And it does some bleed through, like in all that bronze. You'll see the bleed through in a minute. I'm going to show you the back of this thing. And so the reason I'm showing you the back is not just for the bleed throughs, and I'm hoping it comes through on camera. Let me turn it. So this is the way it is here. And it's kind of like a cardboard kind of paper. You're familiar with it. But, and you can, when it's out of you can really see where the pencil lines are versus the inks and the color. So you can kind of, when you turn it sideways, you see all the stray pencil marks. I love that.
That's super nice, dude. I like that a lot.
And on the back is an unfinished sketch. Now it's going to be tough to make this out.
Is that Wonder Woman?
No, it's Catwoman again.
Oh, okay.
So there's her face, okay, and she's leaning backwards. There's her fun bits, her lady fun bags, and then there's her rear end there. So she's kind of stretched out like this. And then
perfectly right on time for BUB'S art.
Yeah, sorry, Sharon.
Sorry, Sharon.
So anyway, there's an unfinished behind,
That's cool, man. I love
and then
that.
there's a finished behind.
Yeah.
But I think that's just kind of the cool stuff you get with original art. You get all those, and like you said, I'm a big nerd for the little for the mistakes, you know.
Yep.
To see that part of the process and to be able to
Seawood says, "LOL, nice war shack."
That's right. See what you want to see there, Seawood. So those are the only two pieces I've picked up.
Yeah, well, those are great, man. Congrats on those.
Oh, and I picked up a couple of prints after saying I'm not a big fan of prints. If you want to see those,
yeah, let's see them. Why not?
Those somewhere. Hold on.
Why not? Oh, okay. Well, I think Spidey Fan asked a question in the chat about if D-Runk got his Stephen Butler yet, but earlier D-Runk said he's still waiting. We had a little bit of a 10-minute like sidetrack rant about the commissions we're all waiting on, which is can be a thing for us people who collect this shit.
Wow. So the Stephen Butler one it's still pending.
Still in the works. Right?
Yeah, no, it was guaranteed to be done last week and a few weeks before that, and then a month before that, and so now, but hey, I want to get back to what Gorilla Todd I think was going to show something.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, we're going to get to him right next. Just hang tight.
Okay.
Oh wait, now Bub's gonna. There we go. Nice.
That's print.
This is a print. It is signed though.
Nice, dude.
By Vern Hogarth.
Oh, nice.
And it's called The Four Horsemen. And it's just like a killer kind of sword and sorcery kind of cover, or painting or sketch. I don't know what you call it. Drawing.
Well, it's just a copy of original art, right? Like.
Yeah.
And
I didn't even buy that. That was given to me for free.
That's cool.
Because I bought this and it got lost in the mail.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I had 3 packages lost in the mail over the last 2 months, and they all finally arrived safely. So got lucky.
Vern Hogarth is like a master draftsman. He's like written textbooks on anatomy. He's
all the anatomy books and
Yo, 36 in the house. What's up, 36?
It's pretty cool. I like it. I just don't know what to do with it. I have so little space.
Yeah.
So, this one is called Ideal by Wally Wood, and it's signed and numbered by Wally Wood, but it's a print.
Nice, dude.
And there's the Wally Wood sig.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Very nice.
And there's the print.
Oh, the
Sorry, Sharon.
Leaves.
Yeah.
Censor alert. Censor.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding, dude.
I don't know. It's
this
art.
channel
It's
is for
hard. It's hard
adults.
with art.
This is a 18 or not channel. So
I never know what to do with something this big. Like, what do you like? I still have it in the tube that it shipped in.
Yeah, dude, I hear you, man. Daymare's made a good suggestion to me on one of my videos the other day about like he buys prints and he actually gets like large size portfolios. Like a lot of them are like oversized, like they're bigger than 11 by 17 like art boards and stuff. But they do make portfolios in like much larger sizes, and you can easily store prints the same way you store art. So I thought about that, and I was like, you know what? That's actually not a bad point. I might invest in a larger portfolio, put my prints in there. Maybe that'll encourage me to buy more prints, which is something I don't buy a ton of. Not that I need encouragement to buy more stuff.
Really, I was going to say, you're looking to get into more?
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. All right, sorry, Gorilla Todd. I didn't mean to cut you off earlier. Let's go with you first, and then we'll circle back to Spidey Fans, if you don't mind, Spidey.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that looks cool. Is that a dinosaur? Or
it's a Sergio Cariello piece I got. It's like, she's on a dinosaur, basically. Let me see if I...
Audio?
You kind of see it okay?
Yeah, we can see it. I can see it. You guys see it?
Very cool.
Yeah, dude.
It's cool. It's like colored pencils, talking about seeing all the pencil strokes and pencil line.
Yeah, man.
I like it, man.
I got I mean, I don't really have anything brand new, but I can show a few pieces.
You don't need anything brand new. If you want, if that's your only new thing, show a couple other pieces.
Yeah, there's always.
I don't want to keep all you guys here the whole time unless you want to stay. It's up to you.
That's my Usagi Jumbo by Stan.
Oh yeah, dude! Congrats to Stan Sakai on his Eisners.
Yeah,
by the way.
Yeah.
So,
Hall of Fame.
see the Netflix show and
And yeah, and his
Yeah,
show.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's 12 years old. How'd you get it?
yeah,
It's not new, right?
I bought it from him at a con.
Nice.
I bought it from Stan.
But it's dated 2008.
Yeah, I got it that long ago.
Oh, okay. Wow, nice, man. Probably a lot cheaper than it is now too.
Yeah,
Like
I
everything else.
don't know. I might have paid $100 for it,
Nice.
something like that.
Yeah, dude. I don't have a Usagi piece. That's on my list. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But it's a little pricier nowadays. But
I'll show one more piece. This is one of my
Sure.
favorite pieces. I got a Crow by James O'Barr.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
beautiful, dude.
Oh, cool.
awesome.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and this was a complete. Again, this one's from 06. I got
Right.
this from him at Heroes Con one year, and it was literally I'm walking around and I look over to my left and I'm like, hey, it's James O'Barr, cool. And he was just kind of sitting there, not doing anything, just sitting. And I asked him, do you have any room in your sketch list? And he's like, I could probably do a head sketch. And sure enough, I was lucky enough to grab this.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's a grail, dude. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, this is one of my most favorite cherished pieces.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing it.
I'll never sell it. Let me see if I
All right,
got-
Spidey, you wanted to show the what's it? What was the artist again? James Butler. Want to show that?
Yeah, Stephen Butler.
Stephen
yeah,
Butler,
So,
sorry.
hey, first
Sorry,
of all,
Steve. Sorry,
apologies.
Steven.
Yeah,
He's
Your
Heroes, I
James
hope
in
you
my
get it
head. For some
soon.
reason. I don't know.
It's worth the wait. So fortunately for mine, he was actually at a show that I had attended, so I didn't really have to wait. Scratch that. I did have to wait, and I wasn't planning on going to the show the second day, so I had to have my friend pick it up for me. But basically, this was right around the time when Tom Lyle, who keep me honest here, I think he's the creator of Scarlet Spider.
Yes, he is the creator of Scarlet Spider.
Yeah,
Stephen Butler did the first image in a comic book.
Aw.
yeah.
Hey, family, Spidey Fan family.
Yeah, I had to pull the wide view here so we can see hi.
So he passed away recently, and I think literally the week before the convention, he had passed away. So Stephen Butler, he worked with Tom Lyle, but he wasn't super close to him. But I had him do the Scarlet Spider with the, kind of like homage in his
Man, that's
his
awesome.
life.
That's
Tom
awesome.
Lyle there.
Very
And
cool.
Yeah.
if you guys aren't a Daredevil fan, this is homage cover to
Yeah.
I think was it Daredevil, The Death of Elektra.
Death of
So,
Elektra issue, yeah.
Yeah,
It might be like
Yeah, one after,
182 or something. It's like 182 or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
and there's his little
He has a very cool
contact
signature.
here. Yep. So that one looks pretty cool. And that one, I think it's helpful, Tavi, too, to share on these video chats how much we pay for these things, just so people can, kind of get a sense for what art costs. So this
You
costs me
do that
$100.
if you want, brother. On some of my
Okay.
things, I just can't.
Yeah, yours is probably
You know.
too expensive. Yeah.
What's up, Craig69? Good to see you.
Yeah. So this one was $100. So it wasn't,
What?
it wasn't too
That's
bad.
not bad, dude. That's
Yeah.
crazy good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
Oh yeah.
I do have one more piece, so whenever there's a break, I can.
Okay,
come back
cool.
for one more round.
All right. Does anybody else have? I got another piece lined up also. If you guys
Cool.
want to see another new one.
Real quick, I got to dip out, man. I got to get up at 5 for work. So,
Thanks for being here, brother. I really appreciate you, man.
dude, thanks
One
for
of my
the
one of my
invite.
early guests on the show and killing it in the YouTube community. So if you're not subbed up to Mike the
I'm kind of
Collector.
lazy in the YouTube community.
All
We
right,
have to
well,
be
lazy,
realistic.
straight lazy, killing it. Thanks for being on again, and
Dude, it's always a pleasure, man. I mean, we all love the original art side of this hobby.
yes,
We wouldn't
I'm
be
glad
here
the
if we
intro
didn't.
is like seeping into like some brains a little bit. So I don't know. I think there's a small group of us within the channels that cover comic book stuff. Like actual books that also collect original art. You know what I mean? I think there's more collectors out there that just collect original art, but they're not on the YouTube scene. Like they're not in the community.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
So it's a little harder to reach those people and like get them on shows like this. But this has been a really, really cool experience having like people we already know, but just a different aspect of their collecting that we can share with the community. So I really, really appreciate it. But feel free to bounce. Good luck with your early wake up call, dude.
Good luck with season 2, man. I look forward to seeing who all comes on, seeing what they got in their
I think we
collection.
got four new guests lined up already. So for after the show, obviously. But so yeah, it should be fun, man. I can't wait to get going. All right, man. We're gonna let you bounce. I'm gonna show a new piece here, real quick.
Have a good night, guys.
Later, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, JP saying you're all bad influences. Kinda, yeah. Especially this guy down here with the lightning bolts. All right. So I think I mentioned Norm Brayfogle earlier, but I don't remember why. But I think it was because J Hood's like buyer's guide thing that he was sharing. And I know J Hood has a Brayfogle Batman page, which I was extremely jealous of that he showed on the first ever episode of Original Art. This is not a Brayfogle Batman page, but it is a Brayfogle page nonetheless. It's a Brayfogle page from Hellcat. So penciled and inked by Norm Brayfogle from Hellcat issue number 3. This whole top splash, like half splash kind of area has so many characters.
That's awesome.
Like, just like, I can't see my own screen right now, so I'm trusting that it's in view.
Yep.
Can you see the art?
Yep.
All the way to you. You're good.
All right, and I'm going to move the page up. So, and of course, you got signature. You signed it way back in 2004. Obviously, he's no longer with us. Rest in peace. But, Norm Brayfogle, definitely one of my favorite Batman artists. I hope to get a Batman page of his eventually, but, it's kind of skyrocketed in price since he passed. But if you're not familiar with the Hellcat character, it's Patricia Walker, Patsy Walker from old school Marvel era, but also then a character in Jessica Jones TV series and whatnot. And this is her superhero personality, Hellcat. So yeah, I like that page. It's got Brayfogle written all over it. It may not be Batman, but I'm still happy to have it in
I think
collection.
Patsy Walker 100 in a 4.0 not too long ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
From April of '62. I think it might be the oldest Marvel book I have in my collection.
Nice. I don't have a ton of Patsy Walker in comics. I'm a little curious about it. Hey, why are you still on, Mike? You can just bounce. Oh, he stayed to see the piece, I guess. Okay, great. All right, well, thanks for that. Who was up next? I forgot. Spidey Fan? Was it you?
There's no one else?
You said you had one other piece to show, right?
Yeah, I did, but I figured.
Yeah, does somebody else have anything they want to show?
Yeah, I'll show some.
I can show some stuff
art.
on my sketchbook.
Okay, cool. Hold on. We'll go to Bub, then we'll go to you.
Yeah.
This is done by Jambo Comics.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Some community art.
Oh yeah, dude.
Jungle type action.
A little jungle beauty there, and pretty decent dinosaur, I thought too.
Yeah, that's cool.
I thought it was a pretty good dinosaur, and the leaves and everything got my.
I didn't
logo
know Jambo
perfect.
was an artist. That's cool. Man. I love his haul videos and stuff because he collects all his
That's
gold
great.
games.
My logo is absolutely perfect. He must have blown that up all the way. And I want you to notice just the curly hair too. Notice the hair there. It's just perfect. Perfect hair. So good
She has
stuff,
hair?
Jambo. You made the list. You've been on a original art hour. Now this is priceless.
There you go.
That's
Yeah,
how it works.
he's the real deal now.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Who was next? J Hood, right?
Yep.
J Hood.
So I always talked about this little sketchbook I've been working on, but I haven't actually showed anything. but for your perfect occasion, let's break out a few things. So, okay, the first one I had done and it was Chris Spruce, a little background sketch.
Cool.
Nice.
They're mostly just head sketches. A lot of them were done for free. The Brian Spellfreeze Oracle.
I like that a lot. That's cool.
I like the way they did the framing with the line.
Yeah, that little
The cool little
background there.
Yeah.
This is probably the prize out of the whole thing. The Joe Quesada Batman.
It feels like Joe Q changed his art style over the years.
Damn, that's cool. I like that. That's like a gnarly looking Batman.
So this was dated in '96. So this would have been when
X Factor days. No?
Yeah.
No. Valiant maybe. Even
No,
after that.
he would have been working. He would have been doing like the Batman covers and stuff.
Azrael or
Yeah,
no?
it would have been after Azrael.
Hmm.
But he had that little stint where I think he did, what was it, the cover number Batman 500 or something like that. 600 maybe.
Awesome.
I happen to have one right here, just by coincidence.
Ty Templeton.
Say George Clooney.
Nice.
That's awesome, Batman.
That might.
This is a cool one. Phil Hester
Oh
did
wow.
Two-Face.
Damn.
Oh,
Sick. Do you skip pages, J Hood, or like just to make sure
Actually,
you're reading?
yeah, this one's stuck together. There we go. Matt Wagner, Two-Face.
Nice.
Nice. You did all those Under the Red Hood covers, right? The Batman run.
Yep.
That one. Yeah.
He created Grendel and
Mage.
Mage, yeah. Tommy Lee Edwards was doing a book where I think this was actually Catwoman dressed up as a male character. I'm not sure that the project he was working on that this went in never saw print, though. I can't recall like a one-shot or anything with that.
I have a cool Darth Vader by Tommy Lee Edwards.
I got to get Seawood on this show at some point. I know he's got a lot of sketches.
This is
Yes.
Tim
Seawood.
Bradstreet.
Yeah, Seawood would be awesome. Seawood, you gotta come to the show, man.
Yeah, we got to get you on there, Seawood. I'll hit you on IG.
Bradstreet, pretty cool.
Tim Bradstreet. Just a real quick doodle by Tim Sale.
Oh
Sweet.
man, his quick doodles are like his real drawings.
Dude, seriously.
I gotta ask you what I'm looking at on there.
That's a Rorschach for both. Right there.
Here's the Batman's ears.
The cowl.
Covering his face with the cape. So all you see
Hey,
is
if
the
you
dark.
like that, I've got a few to sell you.
He did that in probably 20 seconds.
If you give me 20 minutes, I can get close. Great stuff.
Oh, man. Awesome, dude.
About a third
Awesome.
of it, maybe half.
Cool.
Cool.
Thanks.
Anybody have anything else they want to show? I got some other new pages, but
I got one more.
you got one more?
I got
Let's
one more.
go back to you.
Yeah. Yeah, so I missed the conversation around how long people have had to wait for commissions.
Commissions, yeah.
What was the longest?
Oh, I think Mike the Collector was talking about like over a year or something like that.
Wow.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I mean, I've only waited. I mean, I'm currently waiting 4 months plus and counting. on a
Yeah, I was
couple,
gonna say
so-
you can't don't speak ill of it because you never know.
Right.
Is 4 months the one from Racha because of the shipping?
No, it's some other one. It's a United States based artist that just got overloaded with commissions during the hey. Aw.
Yeah. Just a second. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Daddy's doing YouTube right now.
Well, I actually have a question though.
It was Tricky Trapster says he's
Yeah,
over a
it's-
year waiting.
So you
What's
guys,
up, Simon?
you guys were talking about prints and how you guys like to see the original, the pencils and see what's changing. I totally agree.
Yeah.
So I was actually thinking because the second series for my prints are already set. For my third series, I was debating doing original art prints.
Yeah, dude. I think it's a good
Simon and
idea.
Kirby's art. So, do you think there'd be an interest in that? Would you guys prefer that, or?
I mean, the average comic art collector or comic book collector cannot afford a Joe Simon or Jack Kirby piece. period, right? Like
Yeah, they're getting really expensive.
they're getting up there, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that's a great idea.
There's just something really cool when I don't know. I've always loved just seeing the pencil work.
Yeah, me too. That's my preference. Is just seeing the pencil.
Just the stroke and the way they shade and the tone and it's just something special.
I don't know. I'm an ink guy. I'm an ink guy.
You're an ink guy.
It's for me. The pencil is always beautiful, and it's always very it's three-dimensional, and it gives it a lot of depth. But the ink is where the flesh is where it turns to flesh for me. Without those ink lines, you don't get any curves. You don't get any of that realistic shaping. It's just an idea until it gets inked for me. But I still love them both. But
I think there's different schools of thought on that, because like there are some pencilers that are super detailed and are giving essentially the inker like the final piece, and they're doing a trace job. Whereas there are other pencilers that are far more loose with and it's almost layouts, and you know what I mean. And the inker has far more like impact over the final parts. Right? So yeah, it's depending on the artist, it's different. But I tend to agree with both of you guys in different ways. Like I prefer like comic book sketch cover. Like they do variants where it's like here's the sketch cover variant. For those, I prefer pencil only, because like it's hard to get just a pencil only for a lot of artists. And if there's a variant that has the pencil only, I think that's super cool. But whereas with prints, I might argue that maybe inked would be a better final look. You know what I mean? Like that you could see it from across the room, right? Whereas pencil, it's like if you have enough distance from you and the wall, you can't really see it properly. So it probably depends on your taste.
It kind of goes back to what you were saying, though. I think it really depends on the artist.
Yeah.
Some artists, not all artist pencils are equal.
Definitely.
Some artists can work a pencil and it's pretty magical, and some are way more loose and rough and.
That's true.
J Hood, did you get that inking job for Jim Lee yet?
No.
So that was fun chatting with you about that. Take off in a few minutes.
Yeah, man. You don't have to stay the whole time. You're welcome to take off whenever.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably wrap up in about 10 minutes anyway. So.
Okay.
Cobby, can I do my last one?
Yeah,
so
let's
get
see
these
it,
kids
man.
out of here and
yeah.
Okay, cool.
We'll get you on your way, bro.
Unfortunately, I'm in the pile of people that have had to wait, quite a while for commissions sometimes. This one, I was kind of strung along. It's like it's almost ready. I got this deadline. I'll have it to you by the end of the month, so on and so forth. But in the end, it all worked out. So I'm very thankful for that. And if you guys have checked out my channel before, I did an interview with Warren Lowe. So Warren Lowe is kind of like he's a pretty current cover artist, and he's historically done a lot of digital stuff. So for him to do traditionals, it takes a long time, and he doesn't do it very often. But basically, I asked him to do, and BUB'S might appreciate this, I asked him to do a recreation of his most famous cover, which is for Power Girl 27. And I asked him, I said, hey, if you were to kind of apply some of the things you've learned as an artist over the years, like it's been probably about a decade since he did that original piece, what would be some changes that you would make? What would be some improvements that you would make? So on and so forth. So he took about 7 months to finish it, but it came all the way from South Africa. So, it does take time for it to arrive. But here's how it turned out.
Holy hell, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
Very nice.
It almost looks like a print, But,
it does.
Yeah, you can see the pencil lines and stuff.
Dude, that's sick.
So cool.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That is sick, dude.
I don't know if he did much change to the chest, but he did, apparently.
Damn.
That's a very good sketch, though. Very good.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I got today, guys.
That is certainly beautiful, dude. That's awesome, dude. So thanks again for being on a second time. I really, really appreciate you. Oh, yeah, there's the book. Let's do it. I don't know how to get rid of everybody else and put your guys' screens side by side. But
Hold it up, Spidey Fan. We're already right next to
that's
each other.
crazy, man. That's
There we go,
Check
side by
that out.
side.
yeah,
That is
The
awesome.
eyes are different also. They're a little bit different.
right.
Yeah, they
Well,
are.
you can see the differences, but yeah, those are
Yeah, little differences.
Amazing. Very
Yeah.
cool.
really nice.
Hey,
Dude.
I got a print I could show.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
Good,
You're
good.
up.
So
Spidey
I got-
Fan, we bid you adieu, brother. Thanks for being here, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm gonna just scarf on some noodles and then jump out. So I'll watch you guys. Thanks.
Peace.
Oh, man, excuse buddy. All right, so I got this from
that thumbs up, everybody.
yeah, thumbs it up. So I got
Thumbs
this
it
from
up.
Dan Jurgens after he did like 20 free autographs from me. I felt bad, so I bought a print. And this is Cyborg Superman, and he signed this one, of course. But I'm
That's
a big
rad.
Cyborg Superman fan.
That's cool.
But yeah, you know, he did 20, literally like 20 signatures for me, and
He's got such a nice autograph.
yeah, he does a good autograph, and he's my like favorite artist ever. So, yeah, that's my print.
I think D-Runk's ahead of you on that one.
I
let's start
have been working on that. Not a problem, Tricky Trapster. Got you covered. Just leave me full screen, and we'll just keep drinking.
Tat Comics is already there. Also, nice guys. All right, so I want to show something because BUB'S is on the show right now, and I know he's a big fan of this artist. So I want to show this piece because this is definitely a newer acquisition or whatever. So I don't know how much the audience knows about Wally Wood, but this was the final book that he self-published this essentially. It's called Lunar Tunes, and it's like a complete graphic novel, black and white. Hold on, let me get over here. Okay, the cover's in color, but the interior is all black and white. Fully written, penciled and inked by Wally Wood. Basically, the last kind of full-length story that he released, partially through other publications, and then I think either right after he passed or right before he passed, don't quote me on that, it was compiled into like a complete story or a complete book. But this is original art from Lunar Tunes, the Wally Wood graphic novel by Wally Wood.
Wow.
Javi, you shouldn't have. I had heard about your generosity in the community. Mind you, I'd only heard of it, not actually experienced it, but I had heard of it, and I had hoped upon hope. I told my wife it could never happen. I told her, I said it would never happen, and then there you go. You're so good to me. Thank you.
Pencil lettering from Wally Wood right there on the original page. On the back, there's a
Way to just ignore that, Kavi.
on the back. There's a stat, so it shows you the final lettering or whatever, the replaced lettering.
The full piece. Very nice piece.
But there's my first and likely only ever Wally Wood piece that I'll ever get. But
Wally Wood.
I'm pretty happy with this one. I'm a big fan of. I like space and stuff, and this is like a quirky kind of. There's like oddball story, like there's nudity in it and everything like that. It's definitely a BUB'S comic style story with like the little kid character and like naked alien babes. Yeah, he's got the book. Of course he does. So he knows what this story's all about. So yeah, I'm really happy and proud of that pickup. So
You should be.
thanks, dude.
I can't believe it. I'm so jealous. That's one thing this show is really good for.
Yes.
Original Art Hour will.
I've heard that.
Green-eyed monster right into the driver's seat.
Yep.
All right. Any of you guys have anything else you want to show before we wrap things up here? And I announced. That's the page right there.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yep. There it is.
Fantastic.
Got to put that book on my list now.
Yeah.
Kakabi,
Yeah.
something I wanted to tell you. I got this new show I'm starting with Meta.
Oh, nice.
It's related to original art.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to have actual artists from the community.
Nice.
And some that are trying to break in, or artists who are
or just
to get
get their awareness out there for them.
Yeah, we'll have them on the show with us, and they'll have some books that they've done that they're going to try and have available for people, and they'll take commissions and draw during the show. So, Matt and I are going to start the show this weekend, I believe, and we're going to go. We're going to try and promote some original art, but to help the artists get some exposure.
That's awesome, dude.
Take the idea of the auction and get into the original, get the artists into it, help them out, and create a cool show.
Nice. Well, you should get J Hood on, obviously.
I've been in the loop. We'll see.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll keep you in the loop.
Good, awesome. Well, I look forward to seeing that. Tat Comics is saying I would definitely like to come on this show to show the art I got at cons. Dude, I would love to have you on the show. Just hit me up on Instagram, Books NYC, and we can talk about it and we can figure out the details, the whens and whatnots. So
everybody says it's hard to get on the show, but this is my second time on already.
Exactly.
Hey, and Kabi lets you pay your entry fee in payments. It's
Exactly.
it's not all up front, so it's not as bad as you think.
Oh man, love you
Got
guys.
the weekly payment plan.
All right. So I think that's gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna wrap things up. I have a lot of new art that I'm kind of saving for episodes, the first few episodes with new guests. So it's kind of good that I didn't honestly get to all of it tonight. And you guys had a lot of awesome things to show. So I'm super happy for that, and so glad you guys came on. I am going to reveal that the first episode, or the second episode of season 2 of Original Art Hour, the first with a brand new guest that hasn't been on the show before, is going to be this Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. You don't even have to wait a whole week. This Saturday night,
Yes.
8 p.m. Eastern, with Tricky Trapster, who's in the chat, who's an artist himself and also an original art collector. He also goes by the handle original_comic_art on Instagram. So he has 2 accounts. He's got an art collector account and an artist account, Tricky Trapster. So he is going to be on the show 8 p.m. this Saturday night. So I look forward to hanging out with him and having him share some stuff from his original art collection. And he has also blessed me with an original art AOK, which is sitting in here unboxed right here, waiting to be unboxed live when he comes on the show. So that's really, really awesome of him to hook me up with some art that he did. He drew it. So it's, he did it himself, and he sent it to me. So that's going to be a cool little unboxing on that episode this Saturday night. So hopefully some of you guys come out and support us and watch us or catch us on the rewind. I'm looking forward to doing this show again for the next several weeks. So I want to thank all you guys for hanging out, and for everybody watching on the rewind. I really appreciate that as well. And we'll see you next time.
See you
Later, guys. Bye.
Later.